I'm Bipana Dhakal. I am 22 years old and I'm from Nepal. I think it's always, for me, essentially, it's always been about how young people are connected or even engaged when it comes to be it decision making or even implementation. So for me, that would be an integral idea of not just me as a youth advocate, but also a lot of people around me, bringing them all together at a center space where their ideas are heard, where their opinions are respected, and where everything that they think counts, not distinguishing between majority and minorities. So keeping everyone at the same table and hearing their discussions, I think that's something which is really integral to me, and I would personally, or be it professionally, also love to see it taken from that way. I think whenever it comes to policy making, a lot of people has this notion that policy making needs to be like really like extra big, really like in a bigger scale, but it necessarily does not mean that. Policy essentially is not just about something at a higher level stake written to and submitted to some big stakeholders or government. Essentially, it can start from an idea. So I think I want policymakers to resonate on this idea, on this thing that policy is something that can start from an idea, and it should be inclusive as much as possible. It's not just getting some people with certain expertise on a table and then moving forward with what they want to do, but it's more about how we incorporate proper research, how we incorporate the need assessment that we have been carrying out, and taking further the kind of policies we want to be it form or be it integrate together. So I think that's something which I want to, forward it to the policymakers, or also kind of request them to take into consideration. Personally talking about to me, I come from or even represent a very rural and marginalized community here in Nepal. So growing up, the accessibility to resources, particularly tech resources, and anything that's related to be data advocacy or incorporating tech for education was not available at all. I got to know it afterwards when I was in my university also. So that resource or that opportunity or space was not there for me. So I think talking from that, reflecting on that experience of mine, I think a lot of things really, lacked on from a childhood perspective, reflecting on me, not just on me, but a lot of people who were from my community and many more who like similar communities like mine. So I think if I had that chance to go over and change the circumstances, or even, kind of propose anything that would make sense to community like, where I grew up, like the rural and marginalized communities, those communities who are like really far away from these kind of accessibilities, definitely it would be incorporating integrated and non-formal education focused technologies, or be it initiatives. So it would be engaging children with STEM education, be it that, or be it also including education, including children into the conversation, students and children into the conversations related to technology for good, internet for good, internet for SDGs, probably data for SDGs. So these are something that I really think would have been essential and is really needed in even today's context. So I think that is something that can be really reflected upon, or even like highlighted as per the need of certain communities that are really left behind. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to advocacy or kind of like really creative initiation, which is leading, focusing on data for SDGs, are doing some amazing stuff in that sector. Definitely, I think this one project known as data values is really good reference for me, since that really focus on how we are incorporating young advocates or young people centric to decision making, or be it centric to idea formation or implementation in regards to data advocacy or data for SDGs. So I think this really creative initiation has inspired me a lot. Not just that, along with that, other youth-led coalition or initiatives like the Youth Coalition for Internet Foundation, including Datasphere Initiative. I've been part of all these initiatives, and has really shaped up not just me personally as a youth advocate who's working for data for SDGs or data for change or data for good, but also a lot of community that I have interacted with has really grown up or kind of been inspired to be integrated in these initiatives, and have really learned a lot from it, and that can directly be seen in their advocacy journey as well. So I think these initiatives would definitely deserve shout out from my side as well, for doing amazing work in the sector of data for change, and trying to make that the inclusivity in this sector is really empowering youth, taking along youth in this whole perspective.